pregnancy needs utmost care and attention. But certain pregnancies need a little extra attention. An Rh negative mother carrying an Rh positive baby is at increased risk of complications. BSV is at the forefront to ensure safe delivery in every Rh negative pregnancy.
In this edition of the Beyond the Boundary, I am talking to England pacer Natasha Farhant about her comeback to England side ahead of the World Cup, the 100 triumph with Oval Invincibles, missing out on 2017 World Cup, and losing her central contract in 2019 before gaining it back in 2021, and much more. So you made your Kent senior debut in 2012, then it only took you a year to make your debut for England at the age of 17. So how was it playing international cricket at the age of 17?
I think I was a bit sort of unaware how big of a deal it was, if I'm honest. I obviously just loved the whole experience. I had some really good mates in the team, like obviously Lottie, Lydia, Laura Marsh. So they made me feel very comfortable. And yeah, it was obviously a very quick sort of trajectory for me. But I think because it happened so fast, I couldn't really think about what had actually happened. And I think now that I'm a bit older, I can sort of reflect that it was quite a big thing to play for England at 17. But at the time, I was just absolutely loving it, being out there with some really good teammates around me. And I just don't really think I realised the scale of what was happening at the time.
So you had a lot of early success and you were part of the successful Ashes squad in Australia in 2013-14, and then you became one of the 18 members of the England squad that were awarded the first central contracts. So what do you remember being part of that side?
Yeah, I think it was just all really exciting. Obviously, when the central contracts came in, I was still at school. It was a bit surreal, if I'm honest. And yeah, it was obviously very exciting for women's cricket and women's sport in general. I think it's sort of the first women's team in England to get central contracts. So it was a really exciting time. And then being able to come over to Australia when I was still pretty young and be in a winning Ashes side, obviously winning away from home, was really special. We had such a great team. And yeah, it was just all a bit of a whirlwind at that time. And I just loved every second of it. And yeah, some really great memories for me.
So you weren't picked for the home World Cup in 2017 and then you lost your central contract in 2019. How disappointing was those years and how did you deal with it?
Yeah, obviously not being picked for the World Cup was a real disappointment. And then I had a couple of tough years in my life, and then obviously felt like the end of the world when I lost my England contract. I think because I'd been in the England environment since I was 15, 16, so I didn't really know any different. But it was the best thing that happened to me. I had to go away, work at my own game for myself, work with some amazing coaches who sort of coached me for free, etc. Like Lydia Greenway and someone called Scott Boswell, who have been so influential and still are so influential in my game. But it was a really good time away from me. I think I had to do things for myself, and it made me more an independent cricketer. And sort of now I know what I need to do to sort of make sure that I improve. And obviously, now that I'm back in the England environment, I can use the great coaches that we have around me, but also rely on myself when people aren't always there to help you.
Yeah. So during those periods, you briefly talked about thinking of quitting the game. What prompted it, and how did you decide to not go ahead with that decision?
I think I just needed a bit of time away from the game. Obviously, having, as I've said lots of times already, I've started so young. I obviously missed a lot of things that normal sort of 15, 16, 17-year-old girls get to experience with their mates. I obviously missed out on sort of a lot of parties, etc. So I got to finish the last year of uni, which was great for me because I actually managed to pass. And I think I always knew deep down that I wanted to play cricket because I love cricket for what it is, whoever I play for. whether it be England, regional, Kent. I just loved playing the game. So I think I just needed a bit of time off just to sort of process what had happened, and then it didn't take me too long to sort of start missing it and get back into it.
Okay, cool. So finally, what was it like making a comeback to the England side in 2021? Also, you earned your central contract back for the upcoming season. So how did it feel like?
Yeah, it was great. It again happened faster than I expected. I sort of had expected to be at the regions for a couple of years and really work hard, and I knew I wanted to get back into the England setup. But I think being away at the regions, it made me just love cricket again for what it was, and I think it relaxed me, which made me play better. And then obviously when I got called up for the New Zealand tour, it was a massive shock for me. It happened way quicker than I expected, and then I just love being around the high performance environment that it is. I mean, you're playing and training with the best players in the world. So yeah, it was great to be called up, and then obviously to get a good run in the summer, at the back end of the summer, and then to get my England contract again. It's kind of done the full circle. It's been a good full circle, not easy the whole way, but I just think for me it just shows if you work hard and you love something, and obviously it's not always going to work out in your favour, but it's really going to give you the best chance to sort of do what you love. And yeah, I believe that if you work hard, you're going to get success in some shape or form.
Okay, now that you're part of the Ashes squad and you are most likely to go to the World Cup in New Zealand also, so how exciting is it's going to be, and what are the goals and as an individual?
As an individual, it's just sort of contribute to the team, really. I know it's a very cliche answer, but every time I get to wear the England shirt, I think because of what's happened to me in the past, I'm just so grateful for it, and it just makes me want to go and perform out there for the team. Obviously I have personal goals, but I think all our goals sort of align with the team. We want to win the Ashes and we want to win the World Cup, and to do that you just need to do your job on the pitch. So if I get the opportunities, I'll just go out there and try and make sure that I do my role for the team. And yeah, obviously it's going to be 3 tough months, and we're going to have to play our best cricket, and we've obviously not had the best preparation for the Ashes, which everyone knows, but we can't rest on that. We've just got to go out there and play at our best, and we obviously have some really talented players to do that, and just make sure we work together as a team and just take each game as they come, and hopefully come out with 2 trophies at the end of it.
Every pregnancy needs utmost care and attention. But certain pregnancies need a little extra attention. An Rh negative mother carrying an Rh positive baby is at increased risk of complications. BSV is at the forefront to ensure safe delivery in every Rh negative pregnancy.